welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, hi, first time welcome. I'm Amy. I hope you decide to subscribe and stick around with us. Today I'm going to be taking on the epic challenge of another wardrobe declutter. For those of you who are following along with my big decluttering extravaganza last year where I got rid of a ton of stuff, you are going to be surprised, maybe ashamed at the state of my wardrobes right now. Honestly, to say that the state of my wardrobes has regressed does not even cover it. And the thing is, like, I haven't even been here, so I don't know whether the clothes have been like breeding in my wardrobe while I was away, because I'm pretty sure when I left, you know, everything was organized, there was space, and all of a sudden I'm back and it is terrible. So in today's video, just like in all my other decluttering videos, which by the way, if you haven't seen those, don't panic, I will link them down below, but we are going to go in, I'm going to show you guys the disaster zone, then I'm going to use the Konmari method to declutter all my clothing. We're going in, we're hopefully gonna, you know, make a big dent in it, and then I will show you what all my wardrobes and general storage space looks like once I'm done. Just really quickly, for those of you who maybe aren't familiar with the Konmari method, I have a bunch of videos that I can link down below for you, but basically, in the simplest terms, it involves getting everything out of the wardrobes, piling it all up so that you're confronted with all the terrible choices you've made, and then you have to go through each item individually and, you know, ask yourself, does it bring you joy or not? If it brings you joy, happy days, you can keep it. If it doesn't bring you joy, it's gotta go. So if you guys are ready to declutter with me, let's get started. Okay, so this is what we are dealing with. As you can see, this top drawer, it doesn't even close anymore, because what did start out with the best of intentions, as you can see, we've got some Konmari folding going on right at the bottom. It does exist, but then on top, just everything's been thrown in there, so it's just a mess, and it's so packed that I can't close it. And then in my big wardrobe, all space has gone. Now, I'm not trying to justify the state of my wardrobes right now, but the one thing I can say in my defense is that when I did the last Konmari declutter and everything was nice and spacious, I didn't have my winter coats in here, because usually those are kept in like a communal space in the house. All the coats go together. But since I haven't been living here full time, my parents just like put all my winter coats into my wardrobe, which is fine, but they do take up a lot of space. So that's one small reason why we have this issue going on right now when nothing has space to move. And then in this end wardrobe, things aren't looking too bad comparatively, because I do have a little bit of space up here still. This is looking a little bit cramped, and then down here it's not too bad really, kind of, except I have completely run out of hangers, so things are just being thrown in now. I don't understand where all this stuff has come from, because like I said, I haven't even been here, and I know that I've done a lot of shopping recently, but that's been in like the last week and a half, and that stuff, it's still in bags on the floor because it won't fit in the wardrobe. I have stuff that's chilling on my laundry basket because it won't fit. I have stuff hanging on the back of my door because it won't fit. All of that is like the new clothes that I've bought recently. So what the heck is going on in here? Because when I left, there wasn't this much stuff. Where did it all come from? I'm getting a little bit melodramatic about it, but I mean, I have a lot of feelings about this, and I am so ready to get down to business and get rid of some stuff today. So let's make a start. So these were all the things that were just lurking at the bottom of the wardrobe underneath all of the clothes, just because there was no space for them anywhere. And I mean, I've got an entire packing cube stuffed full of clothes that I had completely forgotten about because there was no space for them. Oh look, a surprise box of clothes stashed away up here. That's exactly what I needed right now. So with the KonMari method, you're supposed to gather together every piece of clothing that you own and put it in the pile. It's not like you're going drawer by drawer or wardrobe by wardrobe. You are just doing clothes all together. And she says that if there is a piece of clothing that you do not put in the pile, then you need to get rid of it, because obviously it doesn't spark enough joy for you to even remember that you own it, so you have to throw it away or like give it away. So it's really important to make sure you scour the house and get everything to put in the pile. So I feel pretty confident right now that I have everything except clothes that are in the laundry. So I'm about to show you the pile. This moment of like the grand unveiling of all your shame is always a highlight of a KonMari video. So this is the mountain of clothing that I'm dealing with right now. So it's not, I was gonna say it's not too bad. It is pretty bad, it's pretty bad. But it's nowhere near as bad as when I did the first KonMari declutter. That filled an entire room, and it was not even in this room, it was a bigger room. And I mean, I think I had like twice as much stuff, but this is still pretty darn bad. Where did you come from? Sorry, I get really emotionally invested in KonMari declutters, if you can't tell. Also, I'm kind of just chatting to you to procrastinate, because the next step of this is going through every single item in this pile and working out whether or not it brings me joy. And I mean, it's gonna take forever. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys this, which is a top that I had for Christmas, and it's nice, there's nothing wrong with it. I just have never worn it. Like, I don't know, it just doesn't call to me when I open my wardrobe. So as I was going through and I was trying to decide what brings me joy, what doesn't bring me joy, I looked at this and I was like, this should bring me joy. This was a gift, I haven't worn it, I need to wear it. And the whole point of the KonMari method is put aside guilt, put aside what you feel that you should keep because you haven't worn it enough, or because it was a gift, so you should hang on to it. Like, there are no shoulds. There's just, does it bring you joy or doesn't it? And it doesn't bring me joy. So I'm trying to let go of the guilt and just be like, it's okay. It served its purpose, which was to make me feel loved and like that person was thinking of me, and it did do that. I mean, it makes good sense. So I just want to show you the progress that I'm making. I'm working through really quickly because I don't want everything to get wrinkled. I don't want to have to iron all this stuff. So I'm trying to get through it as quickly as I can. I don't know that I'm in my best decluttering state right now. I've definitely had more productive decluttering sessions, but I feel like it always feels that way. Like, when you're in the midst of it, you're always a bit like, well, this isn't going very well. And then at the end, it all kind of comes together. Like, okay, it's organized chaos. I understand what's happening, but I have 3 piles. So this whole area up to like here is what I want to keep. Then I have this big pile here that I'm giving away. And then this is my I have no idea pile. Mari Kondo really advises against having a maybe pile. But for me, I found as I was going through, like, putting it in the to give away pile just seemed so final that I was like, well, rather than do that, I'm not entirely sure, so I'll just keep it instead. Whereas buying myself like an extra half an hour, I know it doesn't seem like it's that much, but I feel like psychologically, once it's in that maybe pile, I almost kind of know that I want to get rid of it, but I've bought myself time to come to terms with it. I don't know. We're making progress. I don't know that it's great progress, but it's progress. I just found 3 pairs of leggings that I didn't even realize I owned. So that just goes to show how little I really knew about what was in my wardrobe. Okay, I am done sorting through that enormous pile, and now this place is starting to get a little bit claustrophobic because this room is not big enough to do this job in, and I have clothes like towering over me here, all around me here. I have piles everywhere and I just feel like I'm drowning. But the good thing about that is the more overwhelming it became, the more open I was to getting rid of stuff, because I was like, I just want to get these clothes out of here before I like pass out into a pile of fabric. I have to hang everything up and put it away again, which is the worst part of this process. I just finished putting away the last of the clothes that I want to keep, and you need to see this because I feel like I'm losing my mind. So here is my big wardrobe, and tell me if I'm crazy, but there's less room now than there was before I got rid of stuff. It's difficult to tell with this wardrobe because this one was jam-packed full anyway, but let me show you the next one. Like, I'm convinced there's more stuff now than there was before I decluttered it. Like, okay, it sounds crazy, but look, it's not just me, right? Like, I'm sure earlier there was a lot more space over here. I felt like I had a lot less going on this side as well. This is absolutely full now. So what is happening? Even my drawer, I mean, it's a lot more organized. And I guess, yeah, I guess with the drawer there was a lot of stuff on top, so that was taking up space, but it just seems so full. How is this possible? How did all of this ever fit in the wardrobe to begin with? So I'm just gonna like make a genuine pile out of everything that I'm gonna get rid of, and then I'm gonna show you guys all of that as well, because right now it's just wardrobe time. So let me just pile it on up. This is the pile of stuff that I'm getting rid of. I'm gonna donate most of it, and then some of it will probably have to be recycled just because it's been worn to death. And I mean, it's a lot of stuff, right? Like, it's a lot. And yet my wardrobe still seemed to be so full. The good thing is I did manage to get rid of a whole bunch of stuff. Like, it's a big pile of stuff, and most of it will go to the charity shop, which is great because then it can do some good for somebody. I hope you guys have enjoyed decluttering with me today. It's always such a journey to go on. Like, I've spent the entire day doing this and I'm hungry now, but I hope you enjoyed being here with me. If you did, then please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already, then click that subscribe button. Join the family. For those of you who are already subscribed, thank you guys so much. You are my oddballs and I love you. Please go ahead and let me know in the comment section how your decluttering journey is going. Have you been using the KonMari method? How is it going for you? Are you having the same kinds of decluttering problems I am having, i.e. your stuff just accumulates somehow even when you're not buying stuff, and then no matter how much you get rid of, your wardrobe just keeps getting fuller. Okay, my decluttering rants must come to an end now. I hope you are all having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all soon. Bye.